Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy Goneche if you're new here, and today's video is going to be giving us a brief of the average cost of moving to the UK as a registered nurse or as a registered midwife. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching. Hi, welcome back. So today's video, like I said, is going to be giving us a brief about the cost of moving to the UK, United Kingdom, England, or whatever you choose to call it, as a registered nurse or a registered midwife. So the steps are the same thing, the cost is the same thing, the exams you write are the same thing. I've had a lot of people asking me, what's the step for this, what's the step for, it's the same thing. A nurse, in fact, in our country, Nigeria, we all know that a nurse and a midwife, like, it's sort of intertwined. I don't know how to, it's hard to separate them. So same thing here, same thing with the course, same thing with the pattern of exams. You're writing CBT as a nurse, you're writing CBT as a midwife, you're writing OSCE as a nurse, you're writing OSCE as a midwife, you're writing what's it called now, you're doing visa, TB and all that, you're doing same as both. So the course is also the same thing, the type of IELTS you write for it is also the same thing. And this video is not to try to separate it, but it's going to give us an average a brief of the cost of doing your processing. So during my own time, which I believe is still the same thing now because I've done my little research, what I did, I started with IELTS. I started with writing IELTS exams, and that cost 96,500 naira. It used to cost, during my time, it cost 89,000 naira. Yeah, during my time I paid 89,000 naira also, but now it's 96,500 naira. Not so different, but that's the current cost in 2023 if you're writing or you're watching the video in 2023 because I don't know how long this video is going to be here. So the cost for IELTS is 96,500 naira. Then you, after writing your IELTS, you can go over to do your NMC registration, NMC initial registration on NMC UK website, which is like £153 on the dot, and that's, converting it to naira, is 177 naira, 177,000 naira. No, be 177 naira. 177,000 naira. If you are trying to convert £153 to naira, that's the average. Variations in exchange rate might affect it, but it's not so far-fetched. So that's for that. And then we move over from NMC registration. Then you want to register for your CBT exams, of course. I'm sure by now you should know the steps to take, but if you don't, just keep following. Then you go over to register for your CBT exams, and the CBT, both of them, that's part A and part B, cost £83, which is like 96,000 naira, 96,500 naira there, but it will be displaying on your screen though the correct amount, but in conversion. But the cost in pounds is £83 for part A and part B. If you're receipting any part, say for instance you want to receipt only part B, I think you pay £50. But if you're writing both of them for the first time, or you're receipting both of them, you pay £83 for the two of them. And so that's for CBT exams. Then let's say you're done with CBT, now you have applied for a job, you're now doing your TB test, so to do your TB was 60,000 naira. Yeah, 60,000 naira in naira. And visa, to apply for visa, I paid 400,000 naira to apply for the processing. It was in dollars, but converting it to naira now. Then for flight, it was flights that I booked 355,227 naira in British Airways. I used British Airways to come to the UK, so I paid 355,000 naira average. But for my visa, I paid 400,000 naira when converting it, and yeah, that's for that. So I think I've listed everything. These are just the major costs. These are the major bills you pay as a registered nurse or a registered midwife wanting to migrate to the UK to work as a skilled worker under the skilled worker visa. These are the things you invest in, you pay for, and mind you, you get refunded for these things. You get refunded for the bills. Most hospitals refund, or some refund some of them. Some can say, okay, I want to refund you your IOTS, your CBT, your NMC registration, and visa only. Some will say I'm refunding all of them. So it's all written in the contract you'll be signing. It's written there, like what they are going to refund to you when you get to the UK, because they want you to get to the UK first before they refund it to you. And that way they are sure that, okay, you're here, you've actually done it, and you have to provide receipts of the payments you made. So each time you're making payments, keep the receipt in any drive, any safe place in your phone or something like that, because you'll be needing it to present for refund later on when you come to the UK. And mind you, I didn't mention OSCE examination because you don't do OSCE in Nigeria. You have to come here first before you do it. If you're a nurse or midwife, you have to come over here, and then the hospital, your trust, NHS trust, is going to train you for your OSCE examination, and then they'll pay for you, register for you, and you don't have to do anything about that. So that's why they mentioned that. But OSCE costs around 200. No, not 200. OSCE costs around £500 here. Like, I can't remember the exact amount because I didn't pay directly. It was the hospital that paid for me, but it's really expensive. But you don't have to pay for that. From Nigeria only, those are the costs that I've just listed to you. Altogether, it costs like 1.1 million naira. Yeah, it's a big money when you're looking at it at once, but you don't pay it all at once. You don't pay for everything at once. You start with one thing first. You keep earning and you keep investing in it. Say for instance, you're starting with IOTS. You're only paying for your IOTS this month. You write your IOTS exam, you keep on working, because you're still working when you're doing all this processing. You keep on working, you gain salary the next month, you use it to register for your CBT exams. You get another salary the upper month, you use it to pay for your NMC registration. That's how it's done, and that was how I did it, that I was able to survive. I wasn't having 1 million naira in my account that I would say, okay, this is what I use for this. So this is how you do it. This is not a motivational video, but I believe you can do it whoever you are, wherever you are, even if you don't have any amount of money in your account right now. As long as you're working, you have a means of earning, you can do it. You don't have to have everything on ground at the moment. And like I said, you're going to be refunded most of your costs later on if you present the receipt. So the refund thing, the hospitals refund you, fair enough, but then if you're going to be leaving them before the stipulated time on the contract, say you're on a 3 years contract, for instance, and you decide to leave them before that 3 years expires, you have to refund them back either some percentage or all of the percent according to what is written on your contract. So if you, for instance, living in 2 years, you have might pay back some percent, let's say 50%, or just depending on whenever you leave or when you decide to leave. If you're staying with them after that 3 years and you renew your contract, you don't have to pay back anything again. So it's all free from that time hence. So you don't have to pay back anything. Even if you decide to leave after that 3 years, you don't have to pay back any shishi. So it's only when you're leaving before the contract expires, the first contract expires, that you have to pay back some or all the amount, depending on when you leave and depending on what hospital it is and depending on what's stipulated in your contract as per hospital policy. All right, so I'll just be listing them again just to refresh your memory. Like I said, IELTS current price is 96,500 naira for IELTS academic. For general is 107,700 naira or so, but you're not doing that as a nurse. If you're migrating as a nurse or midwife to the UK, you're writing IELTS academy. That's for professionals. You're not writing the general one. And then the NMC registration, you're paying £153, which is like 177,000 naira. And CBT exams, you're paying 83 pounds, and that's like 96,500 naira, and then TB test, you're paying like 60,000 naira. I don't know why my mouth is calling big money. I receive it. For TB test, you're paying 60,000 naira. For visa processing, you're paying like 400,000 naira. That's for standard visa. If it's priority, you just have to pay a little more higher, maybe about 30,000 naira difference. But for standard visa, that's the amount. And then you're paying for flight, if you're booking the flight by yourself, and then some hospitals book for you as well right from home. Like they can decide to book it from from the UK for you, and then send you the details, so you don't have to book that by yourself. Some do, some tell you to book it, and when you come they'll refund you. So for the flight, I paid 355,000 naira, and that's all about that. And then other costs as well. Say for instance, you're traveling to another city, or to do your CBT exam, because your city might not have space or might not have a center for it, then you have to pay all those hotel bills and all that. That's specific to the state or country or city where you're living or residing. Yeah, that's it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel now, I beg you. I need subscribers. I need you to show me love, to let me know that okay, you're enjoying my videos or something like that. And like my videos as well, to make YouTube to recommend it to other people to watch as well. Share my video with your friends, share my videos. I have a lot of videos on my channel. They are just sitting there waiting for you to share them, to get more likes and more subscribes. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until I see you next time, my name is Joy Gonoje. Thank you. Bye bye.